You ready?
It's Sunoto
Ready?
to kick us off here against Roel Rosauro. Indonesia versus the Philippines. Sunoto in the grey, Rosauro in the camo and black. Changing levels early there, Sunoto. Outside thigh kick, misses a target from Rosauro. Nice combination from Rosauro. Left hand found the target. Takedown there. Tries for a guillotine. Half guard for Sunoto.
Sunoto's popping his head out now. Look for him to push down the legs and start to pass after posturing up and maybe soften him up a little bit with the ground and pound. So he's going to try to get past those two legs that are holding onto his leg there in half guard.
Chance for the ground and pound if Sunoto can posture up. Perfect position to deliver on what is the Terminator's greatest strength. But you can see Rosauro holding him down, not allowing Sunoto to posture up. Now he may get free. Forearm across the neck there from Sunoto. Still inside the half guard.
But you can see Rosauro's got an underhook on the left side, so he's going to try to scoot over onto his right hip and start to make his way around. But Sunoto's got so much top pressure. You can see the forearm there is basing him down, and he's going to slide that in with some elbows.
There's the elbows Mitch just spoke about from Sunoto to the chin. Another one there. Roel Rosauro nowhere to go at the moment. Sunoto in control, top position, half guard.
You can see the way that Sunoto's flattening out Rosauro makes it very difficult for Rosauro to start moving to that side. You can see he's got the underhook there, and he's trying to move to his hip, but Sunoto's just got so much top pressure. This is where he really excels.
Staying busy with the strikes off the left arm, the turned in knuckles, also the forearms from Sunoto. It's the ground and pound we spoke about, even though Rosauro is trying to control his posture. Now he postures up a little more, drops the right hand, does Sunoto. Knee on belly, a little more aggressive. Rosauro tried to get to his feet, but Sunoto wants to keep the Filipino pinned to his back, does so, is now in side control.
And now he's got side control, and you can see him attacking Americana here. And Rosauro is trying to go to the other side and protect that arm and prevent him from doing it. But a good move to roll out the backside for Rosauro to get back up to the much more comfortable position of being on his feet.
Sunoto did say he'd been practicing the Americana extensively over the last 2.5 months. We already saw an attempt there from the Indonesian to use that submission technique. Back to the striking now. Southpaw stance of Sunoto, orthodox stance of Rosauro. Which means Rosauro is the lefty at the moment.
He's got to be careful throwing his left kick, so he's going to throw a left kick to the body, and that's what Sunoto caught it with in the first time he was able to get him to the ground. I'd like to see Rosauro open up with a little bit of that jab, create a little bit of distance. Not standing in front of him, because once Rosauro gets comfortable, Sunoto's going to slide in for another takedown.
Look out for the left hand on Rosauro. He predicted a knockout via the left hand. Didn't say which round it would come in. I think he was hoping for a second round knockout. But look for the left hand, that being the power hand of the southpaw. You see Sunoto's in southpaw stance at the moment, so we've got two southpaws here, dead center of the cage. Thought about a front kick there, Sunoto, off the back leg. Long reach on that left cross out of southpaw stance. Resets now the Indonesian. Jab to outside thigh kick, nothing connecting for the Filipino warrior. Oh, look to shoot down low, then come over the top of the hands. Clever work from Sunoto.
I like the change of levels there. He went down, faked for the legs, came back up, caught him with a right hook. Rosauro needs to be a little bit more active here. This is his world. This is where he wants to be.
Sunoto focusing on the eyes of his opponent. Fires the right hand down the center corridor. Back in his preferred orthodox stance now, Sunoto. Big overhand right to a left hook. Attempted a double leg takedown. Switched to a single. Couldn't affect either. Back to a double leg here from Sunoto. Not caught in a guillotine. Head pops out. Side control for the Indonesian Mitch.
Nice sprawl from Rosauro. He was able to sort of defend the takedown a little bit, but once he got pressed up against the cage, Sunoto went in for that knee tap on that side, spun him around, and brought him down, and that's where we are right now. So finish the round with some ground and pound.
Strikes there from Sunoto. In the final seconds, we go to the towels. Big hello to all of our fans watching right around the world. Sanjay Jinsing Basra from Los Angeles and Iwan Karling from India.
Yeah, Sunoto saw that kick coming at him. He was able to catch the roundhouse kick, drive Rosauro to the back, but a good job by Rosauro to get back up into the standing position. Interesting first round. At this point, striking superiority, the ground control, the couple of takedowns. Sunoto's moving ahead in some of the categories.
Don't know if he's any relation, but hello to Roel Rosauro watching from Saudi Arabia, Davey Strickland from Cook Islands, and Taylor Sung Truong watching from Vietnam. Don't forget to download the brand new One Championship, One Super app. Go to your app store now. Simply type in One Championship, download it, watch all fights, all live, all free.
Seconds out now, please.
Second round set for 3. Impressive from both men, particularly from the Indonesian Sunoto. Great crowd continues to fill in here at the Singapore Indoor Stadium. We are expecting a sell-out. They were sold out about a week and a half ago. By the time we hit our main card, this place is going to be crazy. Preferred orthodox stance from Sunoto. Left high kick, upends himself to Rosauro. Good recovery though from the Filipino, Mitch.
Lost a bit of balance, but came back up with that spinning back fist, and Sunoto just sort of leaned back, acknowledging that he was coming in, but easily slides into mount. And this is a bad spot for Rosauro to be in. And he's got his arm trapped inside the legs of Sunoto, so he really can't defend himself. If he gives up his back here, Sunoto's gonna look for a rear naked choke.
This is where Sunoto is so dangerous. On top of an opponent, he's going to try and maybe flatten him out. He'll soften him up a little more if he can find that rear naked choke, or maybe just go for a GMP finish. Now the chance, the hooks are in, flattens him out. Is this the beginning of the end for Rosauro in the second round? Can he survive the choke attempt from Sunoto? Sunoto still has the back here. Where does Rosauro go, Mitch?
Well, you can see that his arm is trapped inside the hook of Sunoto, so that's going to be the first area he's got to be concerned with. Now Sunoto's going for a Kimura grip there, locking up his hand, so he's got to try to get his hand out. Now he's almost free there, but Sunoto's a little bit high up on the mount. If he can shake, Rosauro can pop out the backside.
All tied up like a ball of twine. 3 minutes 20 remaining. Second round. Sunoto, the Indonesian, in control.
I think Sunoto's looking for an armbar here. He might go belly down on the armbar. Rosauro's almost out though. He's in a good position here. This is better than the way he was in. Now he turns around. That's a good job, but look at the control of Sunoto. Was able to catch him mid-transition and put him back on his back.
Sunoto inside control. Dominant position here for the Indonesian. Rosauro needs to start thinking of a different strategy. Cannot spend this much time on his back against a man with heavy ground and pound and a vastly improved Americana. Far arm is what Sunoto looked to be going for. Now gets the full mount, postures up. Rosauro gives his back. Hooks are going to go in here, and maybe Sunoto's going to flatten him out like a pancake once more.
You can see him trapped in the other arm there. With his left arm, he's coming under the left arm of Rosauro right there, kind of pinning his wrist down. What that's going to do, it's going to help him slide into the rear naked choke, because Rosauro's not going to be able to defend as well. Rosauro's got to keep his chin nice and tight and not allow Sunoto to sneak that arm underneath his chin.
Still a long way to go in this round. 2 minutes 15 to be exact. Sunoto controlling Roel Rosauro of the Philippines. Tries to reset the choke again. Maybe needs to soften him up a little more. Very resilient is Roel Rosauro.
Come on, walk to finish.
Good shot to the side of the head there from Sunoto. Trying to wrap that arm around the neck. Can he find a finish now on the Filipino? Is he about to tap?
It's a face crank. It's painful. That's all it is. Now you can see it. The good defense from Rosauro. You know, he's not really exerting a lot of energy on this, but it is kind of demoralizing to be controlled like this. So he may not be fatigued. He's not really trying very hard. He's not being explosive. You can see him not trying to explode out of positions. He needs to turn. He can't really undo the lock there on the body, but he can possibly turn.
It's all about survival here for Roel Rosauro. 1:10 remaining. This must seem like a very long round for the Filipino because he has been up against it.
He's trying to turn, but Sunoto's just following him at that wrist control. That wrist control is really preventing Rosauro from turning the way that he needs to. Now he's going to give up his back again, but he seems to be okay. He's not in a lot of trouble in this position.
Well, he's flattened out now. And this is dominance from Sunoto. These punches getting in. Yuji Shimada right on top of the action. Is Rosauro defending? 35 seconds now on the clock here in the second round. It's been all one-way traffic in this round. It's been all Sunoto.
So you can see how he's controlling the arm there, soften him up a little bit with the punches. Hard to finish in this, but Rosauro's done a good job of defending the choke and not allowing Sunoto to get under his neck.
Final seconds, and Rosauro will survive the round and will take Sunoto into the deep water of the third. It was all Sunoto, though. The traffic is driving towards Jakarta. Into two, Piccolo to Ahmed Abid watching in South Korea. Edgardo Del Moro Pontatares watching from Detroit, Michigan, and Stuart C. in North Korea.
Again, Rosauro threw the outside leg kick, and then Sunoto snatched it up super fast, went right in for a takedown, and that was pretty much where Rosauro was forced to spend at least 4 minutes on the ground there, giving up his back in mount position, and really just Sunoto is extending his lead, not only in ground control, but just in complete and total domination.
So many fans messaging us on Facebook about their locations right around the world and on the One Championship app they are watching. Make sure you download it. Watch live and free on the One Super app. Go to the App Store, type in One Championship. All fights, all live, all free. Roy Alejandro Flores watching from Palawan in the Philippines. Alazu Abdox Abdal in Morocco. Frank Saia watching from Cambodia. And Shafi Uremman Pomeri watching in Pakistan. Hope you're enjoying One Championship. That's the prelims live from Singapore Indoor Stadium.
Let's go, let's go! Final round!
Rosauro's got to leave the kicks alone in this round. He's got to put hands on Sunoto. He's got to create distance, not stand in front of him, because when he is, he's throwing that kick and he's leaving himself completely open for a takedown. I'd like to see him throw hands, but Yao Yan is predominantly a kicking martial art. And you can see the comfortability in Rosauro, not really throwing out that jab, not really moving laterally. All he's doing is throwing kicks.
Very good second round for Sunoto. Can he keep the momentum going? Good inside leg kick from Rosauro. Oh, Sunoto, loud with that right hand down the tube. Very powerful, the Indonesian. Look at the way he's built here. The deltoids, the biceps, the massive traps. See why they call him the Terminator. What about the outside thigh kick? He's in orthodox stance here. Sunoto has been switching, but orthodox is his preferred stance. Gets a takedown, goes to side control, makes it look easy, Mitch.
But as I said, he should be doing punching. He throws a couple of punches. Sunoto ducks underneath it and gets a nice takedown. Now, Rosauro's got to start creating a little bit of urgency here. He's got to be behind on the scorecards, and Sunoto is just dominating in this position. He's got to create some scrambles. Maybe put some risks out there and take some chances.
Yuji Shimada calling for action, cuts the hip in there, does Sunoto. Hammer fist strike between the eyes. In control again, the Indonesian.
Moving.
Sunoto could have a Kimura there on the left arm of Rosauro. If he just controls that wrist, locks it in, spins around north-south.
Up to finish. Up to finish.
Side control still here from Sunoto. Rosauro
creating a big space, but you can see how the arm, like the left arm, is controlling the head and the shoulder there, and then his right, look for his right side. Now he's got both hands on the same side of the body. He goes back, doesn't really have the same kind of control, but controlling the head with the left, and then controlling the right with the hip, and that just pins him to the ground. It allows him to get that crucifix.
Action.
Just hold him in that position right there. Now he can drop some ground and pound.
The head is wide open on Rosauro. No place to go. The right arm pinned. And it's time for Sunoto to inflict some damage.
Action.
Rosauro, how does he get out of this, Mitch?
So he's got the underhook on that one side, so he has to buck at the same time and dig that underhook far and turn onto his side.
Action.
Wow, Yuji Shimada stands him up in a dominant position like side control.
A real chance here for Rosauro to try and turn the tide from the striking.
That was a gift. Sunoto was being so inactive in a dominant position that Yuji Shimada stood him up.
Fair call there from Yuji. Sunoto not taking advantage of that dominant position. And now Rosauro may have his second wind. Sunoto hunting for a driving double leg takedown and gets it. And Rosauro on his back again.
Action.
A lot of fans watching from the Philippines, no doubt cheering on Rosauro. Grace Thompson, Marquis, Ungrim Iron Fist. Big hello to you all watching from the Philippines.
To finish.
What does Rosauro do now, Mitch?
Well, there's a lot he could do, but there's not much really he can do, Michael. He's kind of just giving up these positions and not really able to move out of them because of the top pressure of Sunoto. You know, like I see he's doing a good job there of swimming under, getting the underhook on that same side that the half guard is trapped on. But you can just see how much pressure Sunoto is, and because of his center of gravity and where he's putting his base, he's not really doing anything. He should try to work that knee past the half guard here. You can see him bringing it up and not really doing much with it. You can see him trying to push down on the knee. Now he's going to slide his knee out. Now he's in full mount.
Only 40 seconds remaining, and Rosauro is going to need a miracle here. Sunoto, full mount, top position as he has been for most of the contest. Now has the back of Rosauro. Can he find a choke and sink his sub with 25 seconds remaining?
Sunoto should just posture up and just start letting punches down because we got 20 seconds. And Rosauro's been able to defend off that rear naked choke. Sunoto needs a finish here.
Sunoto has driven the traffic, directed the action from the opening bell, and he'll take it right down to the end now. There's no doubt about the winner of this one. It's going to go the way of the Indonesian. A big hello to Pham Thanh, watching in Vietnam, to Sakon Siddipha, watching from Phnom Penh, Cambodia, and Jonathan Barron, watching here in Singapore.
Here's Rosauro coming in with that big left hand. Sunoto slid under it, got a double leg takedown, ended up inside control. Went for the takedown, exchanged off, threw a little bit of punches, got the single leg and just drove right through it, transition into a double leg. Just complete and total domination from the Indonesian.
Okay, let's go to Dominic Lau to find out our winner.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of battle, we turn now to the judges' scorecards. All 3 judges have scored this bout in favor of your winner by unanimous decision from the blue corner, Sunoto!
Never any doubt about it, Sunoto takes a unanimous decision. And wherever you're watching around the world tonight, you were in for something special. It's the biggest card in one championship history.